Hey guys, it's Hunter and welcome back to another Q&A. Let's not mess about, let's get straight to your questions. Hey, do you have any plans on a live stream? Nope, no plans whatsoever. Honestly, it seems like a hassle to set everything up, then time it right so that everybody's on. It's more effort than it's worth, at least for now. But mostly it's not really my thing at all. I'm much more into well-produced video content, as you may have noticed from my channel. Like to me, live streams kind of seem awkward, chaotic, and inefficient all at the same time. Like I see these other live streams, somebody jumps on, asks a question, it gets answered, somebody else jumps on, asks the exact same question, and yeah, it's just a big mess. And knowing you guys and looking at the comments section, it'd be like a non-stop stream of Ibanez related questions. So yeah, I'm gonna pass for now. 18 volt mod, but what did you do for the second battery space / location? Alright, so for those of you who are unfamiliar with the 18 volt mod, basically it's a very popular mod for guitars with EMGs. One of the biggest complaints for EMGs is that they're a little too compressed, so adding a second 9 volt battery to the loop adds a little more headroom, makes it sound less compressed. Now obviously 9 volt batteries are pretty large, so here's a quick overlay of my ESP Eclipse with the mod installed.
So here's mine. The Eclipse is actually really good for this because the coffin-shaped control cavity is pretty big. It's a little cozy, but there's plenty of room for a second battery.
So yeah, I think if you get creative, you should find enough room in most control cavities, but if you absolutely need to route, unless you're sure you know what you're doing, please take it to a professional. Nobody likes seeing a guitar that's been gone completely medieval on just for a little bit of extra battery room. Have you heard about the new LTD Neil Westfall model that's coming out soon? If so, what are your thoughts? They're not everybody's favorite band. I really like A Day to Remember, but I hadn't heard of the Neil Westfall signature model. So Matthew also sent me the pictures of the prototype Neil Westfall signature model that were posted to Instagram. Cheers, Matt. And it looks so cool. It's basically a white LTD Eclipse with gold Tone Pros hardware and a single bare knuckle aftermath pickup in the bridge position. I love it. I do hope it's not too expensive since it only comes with one pickup. Admittedly, it is a very good pickup, a really expensive pickup, but only having one kind of limits the tone options. And speaking of tone, I hope that for the final version that they sell to customers, they add a tone knob. It's like the Jim Root Jazzmaster. I get that it's Neil's signature guitar and his preference is to only have the single volume, but for the rest of us who aren't only playing A Day to Remember songs, it's nice to have that added tonal diversity, especially for the price that it would probably go for, being that it's a high-end LTD signature model. But yeah, regardless of my concerns, I want the shit out of that guitar. Okay, let's try the new method of asking for demos. Would you demo 1, Ibanez XPT700, and 2, Jackson Demolition Pro? Would you rather live as a goldfish in an aquarium full of sharks, or play the Firebird Zero for the rest of your life? Okay, so last Q&A, I laid out my preferred method of asking for demos. Name it, describe it, ask an unrelated question. If you do it that way, I will at least definitely look into it. But these particular guitars that you asked about, probably not. I've never really bought into the whole wacky guitar shape thing. The first one is a definite no. I don't really care for Ibanez, and also it's been discontinued. I want my channel to be a resource for reviews on gear that's available now for everyone, so that's gear that's currently in production. Now the second one is a bit more tempting. I don't know, I'm kind of torn. If you're unfamiliar with Phil Demmel, he's one of the guitarists from Machine Head, and I love Machine Head. Those riffs are just, I guess the best way to describe it is fantastically brutal. So on one hand, it's Machine Head. On the other hand, it's not really my type of guitar at all. I'm not huge into Floyds or Flying V's. Honestly, it's like one of those guitars that I would walk straight past in a guitar store without even giving a second look. It's like it's almost trying too hard to be metal. I don't know, looks aren't everything, so I'll think about it. Truth be told, there are just a lot more guitars that I'd rather make videos on. And for whether I'd rather be a goldfish surrounded by sharks or have to play the Firebird Zero for the rest of my life, I would definitely pick option 1 all day. At least my suffering would be short. That Firebird, seriously, what an unusually bad instrument. Review an amp from Blackstar. Nope, we're not starting that here. That meme stays on Fluff's channel. Alright guys, that'll do it for this Q&A. Of course, I'd love to hear your thoughts on anything discussed in this video, so make sure to leave them in the comments. What other gear would you like to see on the channel, and unrelated questions would you like answered? Thoughts on the upcoming Neil Westfall signature model? Would you rather face a quick and certain death or have to play the Firebird Zero forever? And of course, leave your questions in the comments, tweet them at me, or post them on my Facebook page. As always, thanks so much for watching. You've been awesome, and I will see you for the next video.